Welcome to Inside the Pickle Jar, a podcast where we dive into the wonderfully quirky world of neurodiversity. I'm Tonya Weaver, your friendly neighborhood relationship coach specializing in neurodiverse individuals and neurodivergent myself. From communication tips to managing those "did you really just say that" moments, every episode will share real-life stories, expert advice, and practical strategies to help you tackle obstacles and build stronger, more fulfilling connections. Listen on to Inside the Pickle Jar, where every connection matters, every pickle has its place. Welcome to Inside the Pickle Jar podcast, where today we're going to explore neurodiversity in the workplace. And we'll examine how companies can create inclusive environments for neurodiverse employees. We'll highlight some successful case studies, talk about some best practices for accommodations, and explore the benefits of actually having a neurodiverse workforce. So let's start by understanding, again, what neurodiversity means in the context of the workplace. And I say again because I talked in the previous episode about what neurodiversity is, and I did a pretty deep dive on the definition. However, if you did listen to that episode, just to review, neurodiversity refers to the natural variations in the human brain that affect how we think, learn, and interact with the world. So this includes conditions like autism, ADHD, dyslexia. And recognizing neurodiversity in the workplace means acknowledging that these differences are not deficits, but unique strengths that can contribute to a more innovative and actually productive work environment. So those of us with these conditions, we actually like to call them superpowers, and sometimes we call them gifts. So in thinking about how to create an inclusive workplace for neurodiverse employees, well, that involves understanding their unique needs and then providing the kind of support that helps them thrive. But helping the neurodiverse doesn't just benefit them, but also enhances the overall workplace culture and productivity. So, how do you know if one of your coworkers or employees is neurodiverse? Well, in all fairness, drawing on a quote from Dr. Stephen Shore, if you met one person with autism, you met one person with autism. The same is true of all the types of neurodiversity. The unique needs or differences that set the neurodiverse apart from the neurotypical can manifest in various ways. There are some general principles of what to expect, but without an open conversation with the person about their situation, you can't be sure. However, being aware of what may be a manifestation of someone's diversity and accepting it can help create a more inclusive and supportive environment. So, for example, communication styles may show up differently, especially relative to the neurotypical. Some neurodiverse individuals, particularly those on the autism spectrum, typically want direct and clear communication. They might find nonverbal cues or implied meanings challenging. The whole 80 for the 20 thing always made me batty, and I still looked for numerical perfection to the 10,000th decimal place. And I work on a sales team. They wanted me to swag it. I'm like, what the hell is swag? And those with ADHD might be more expressive and energetic in the way they communicate. And because I have some comorbidities, I show up here as well with big energy, particularly around something I've been perseverating on. Then I talk way too long about something that was supposed to be just water cooler talk. As far as the workplace environment, many neurodiverse individuals thrive in environments with clear routines and predictable schedules. Sudden changes can be challenging, and giving them a heads up that things might change is appreciated more than waiting till the last moment to make sure things are changing before announcing it. And I'll be honest, I used to think I was pretty go with the flow. Then, after dating my neurotypical partner for a year, I realized I'm a hyperplanner. I'm coming up with contingency plans and looking months out so I can back in the micro steps to make sure everything goes to plan with mental contingencies. And it makes him absolutely crazy because I'm always asking questions about his calendar and his schedule. And did you call so and so? And did you do these things? And they're sometimes months out. And then people with ADHD might have periods of intense focus or hyperfocus on tasks they're passionate about, while others may actually struggle with maintaining attention on less engaging tasks. There can also be a sensitivity to stimuli like lights, sounds, textures. This affects their comfort, their ability to focus, and subsequently impacts their productivity. But despite all these challenges, the upside is that neurodiverse individuals often bring unique perspectives and problem solving abilities. They tend to excel in areas like pattern recognition, analytical thinking, and creative solutions. They can have technical and analytical skills as well. So, now I'd like to talk about how companies can create inclusive environments for the neurodiverse employees and get really specific. Creating inclusive environments for neurodiverse employees is really essential for fostering a workplace where everyone can thrive. One of the first steps in this process is to, again, foster a culture of acceptance and understanding. And this can be achieved through comprehensive education and training programs that raise awareness about neurodiversity and its benefits. Implementing education and training programs is crucial for building awareness and understanding neurodiversity. These programs should cover the basics about neurodiversity, including the different types of neurodivergent conditions, such as autism, ADHD, dyslexia, as I mentioned before. They should also highlight the unique strengths and perspectives that neurodiverse individuals bring to the workplace. And by educating employees about these differences, companies can reduce the stigma and promote a more inclusive culture. So, sensitivity training can help employees understand and respect the diverse needs of their neurodiverse colleagues. This training can include practical strategies for effective communication, recognizing sensory sensitivities, and providing appropriate accommodations. Sensitivity training fosters empathy and encourages a supportive work environment where neurodiverse employees feel valued and understood. And then there's inclusive policies and practices. Developing these is another crucial step. And those can include flexible work arrangements, such as remote work options and flexible hours, which can then help neurodiverse employees manage their work-life balance more effectively. Additionally, creating sensory-friendly workplaces with quiet areas and adjustable lighting can significantly improve the comfort and productivity of neurodiverse employees. And then there are support networks and mentorship programs, and establishing those can provide neurodiverse employees with the guidance and resources they need to succeed. Mentorship programs can pair neurodiverse employees with experienced colleagues who can offer support and advice and help them navigate the workplace more effectively. So then we talk about creating an inclusive environment that not only benefits neurodiverse employees, but also enhances the overall workplace culture. It leads to increased creativity, innovation, and problem-solving abilities as diverse perspectives contribute to more comprehensive and effective solutions. Moreover, an inclusive workplace attracts top talent and improves employee retention, and that contributes to the long-term success of the organization. So, by fostering a culture of acceptance and understanding through education, training, inclusive practices, all companies can create environments where neurodiverse employees can thrive and contribute their unique strengths to the workplace. As I mentioned before, implementing flexible policies that accommodate different working styles is crucial for creating an inclusive workplace for neurodiverse employees. One effective approach is to offer flexible working hours or remote work options. These arrangements allow neurodiverse employees to manage their work-life balance more effectively, catering to their unique needs and preferences. For instance, individuals with ADHD might find it easier to focus during certain times of the day, while those with autism might benefit from a predictable and consistent schedule. Flexible working hours enable employees to work during their most productive times, reducing stress and increasing overall job satisfaction. Remote work options can also be beneficial, providing a comfortable and controlled environment where neurodiverse employees can thrive without the distractions and sensory overload often found in traditional office settings. In addition to flexible working hours and remote work, providing quiet spaces or sensory friendly environments in the workplace can make a significant difference for those with sensory sensitivities. Sensory friendly environments are designed to minimize sensory overload by controlling factors such as lighting, noise, overall ambiance. For example, using soft lighting, soundproofing materials, and calming colors can create a more comfortable workplace for neurodiverse employees. And it also helps the neurotypical too. Quiet spaces are essential for employees who may need a break from the hustle and bustle of a busy office. These spaces can serve as retreats where individuals can recharge and refocus, ultimately enhancing their productivity and well being. And by incorporating sensory friendly design elements in quiet areas, companies can create a more inclusive environment that supports the diverse needs of their workforce. And I've actually been in a few offices where I saw these like quiet cube in style. I believe I was in a company the other day and there were just little pods that you could walk in and all it fit in there was one person and a laptop. And it makes a great work location for like one-off meetings or calls so that people don't disturb each other, and that can help the neurotypical. Overall, flexible policies and sensory-friendly environments not only benefit neurodiverse, but contribute to a more inclusive and productive workplace. And these accommodations demonstrate a commitment to valuing and supporting all employees, fostering a culture of acceptance and understanding. And by implementing these strategies, companies can unlock the full potential of their neurodiverse workforce, leading to increased creativity, innovation, and overall success. But communication is also key. Effective communication is crucial in creating an inclusive workplace for neurodiverse employees. Encouraging open and honest communication between employees and management helps identify specific needs and tailor these accommodations accordingly. Not all things work for all people, and this approach fosters a supportive environment where everyone can thrive. And then providing clear and straightforward instructions is essential for neurodiverse employees, particularly those with autism or ADHD. Ambiguity can lead to confusion and increased anxiety. Managers should aim to communicate tasks and expectations in a precise and organized manner. This might involve breaking down tasks into smaller, manageable steps and using bullet points or checklists to ensure clarity. Clear instructions help neurodiverse employees understand their responsibilities and reduce the likelihood of misunderstandings. And being super clear about your goals and articulating the needs is super helpful. I know that for myself personally, when someone gives me the broad goal of go finding X or Y in a set of data, I can do those things. But how much time should I be spending on it exactly? And so getting more specific, and I have learned to ask more questions. Then using visual aids can also significantly enhance communication for neurodiverse individuals. Visual aids, I'm thinking of like diagrams or flowcharts, infographics. They can help convey complex information way more effectively than verbal explanations alone. So think of a visual project timeline, gives a clear overview of deadlines and milestones, and that makes it easier for all employees to plan and prioritize their work. Visual aids cater to different learning styles and can be particularly beneficial for those who process information visually. My son, who's also neurodiverse, processes information in an auditory way. And so having clear direction is much more helpful. And I tend to process kinesthetically. So I need to actually do or be physically active in order to process. Also, allowing extra time for tasks is another important accommodation. Neurodiverse employees may need extra time to process information or actually get tasks done, transition between activities. So providing those flexible deadlines and understanding that some tasks may take longer can alleviate pressure and improve performance. And this flexibility demonstrates respect for individual differences and helps create a more inclusive and supportive work environment. And I know, like for me, knowing what the deadline is also helps me prioritize all my other work. So I always try to find some way to get to when do you need this by? So on top of saying how much time should I be spending so that I know what 80 for the 20 actually means, also having some flexibility and communicating with me about expectations for completion is super helpful. So fostering an open dialogue between employees and management is key to understanding and addressing the unique needs of neurodiverse individuals. Regular check-ins and feedback sessions can provide opportunities for employees to express their needs and concerns. Managers should actively listen and be willing to make adjustments to support their team members. This ongoing communication builds trust and ensures that accommodations are effective and relevant. So, by prioritizing clear communication, utilizing visual aids, allowing extra time for tasks, and maintaining an open dialogue, companies can create a more inclusive environment for neurodiverse employees. These strategies not only support individual needs, but also enhance the overall workplace productivity and the cohesion. Embracing these practices demonstrates a commitment to diversity and inclusion, ultimately benefiting the entire organization. And I want to speak directly to my neurodiverse friends out there. If you go back and re-listen to this episode and listen to what managers should be doing, it will help you move into managing people as well. So let's highlight some successful case studies of companies that have embraced neurodiversity and have created inclusive environments. One notable example is Microsoft, which has dedicated autism hiring program. This program focuses on hiring and supporting autistic individuals, recognizing their unique talents in areas like software development and data analysis. Another example is SAP, a global software company that launched the Autism at Work program. This initiative aims to integrate autistic individuals into their workforce, providing tailored support and accommodations. This program has been highly successful, with many participants excelling in their roles and contributing to the company's innovation and growth. And these case studies demonstrate that with the right support and accommodations, neurodiverse employees can thrive and make significant contributions to their organizations. So let's talk about some best practices for accommodating the neurodiverse employees. One effective approach is to provide individualized support plans. And these plans should be tailored to the specific needs of each employee, taking into account their strengths and challenges. Another best practice is to offer training and resources for managers and colleagues. This can help create a more supportive and understanding work environment. For example, training programs can cover topics like effective communication strategies, recognizing sensory sensitivities, and providing constructive feedback. Technology can also play a crucial role in supporting neurodiverse employees. Assistive technologies such as speech-to-text software, which I use a ton, organizational apps, noise-canceling headphones provided by the company, can help individuals manage their tasks and reduce stress. So finally, let's explore the benefits of having a neurodiverse workforce. One of the most significant advantages is increased creativity and innovation. Neurodiverse individuals often bring unique perspectives and problem-solving abilities, and that leads to new ideas and approaches. Additionally, neurodiverse employees can enhance team dynamics by contributing diverse viewpoints and fostering a culture of inclusion. This can lead to improved collaboration and a more cohesive work environment. Research has shown that companies with diverse workforces, including neurodiverse employees, tend to perform better financially. And this is because diversity drives innovation, improves decision-making, and attracts top talent. So I really appreciate you for joining me on this episode of Inside the Pickle Jar. And I hope this discussion on neurodiversity in the workplace has provided valuable insights into how companies can create inclusive environments and the benefits of embracing neurodiversity. Remember, fostering a culture of acceptance and understanding is key to unlocking the full potential of neurodiverse employees and really all employees everywhere. So if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with others who might benefit from our discussions. You can also follow me on social media for more insights and updates. And also, you can find me at risingtidecoaching.org. So until next time, stay curious, keep celebrating neurodiversity. And one quick announcement: if you're enjoying our discussions on Inside the Pickle Jar and want to stay updated with the latest insights on neurodiversity, workplace and dynamics, and personal relationships, I invite you to sign up for my weekly newsletter. Each week, you'll receive exclusive content, tips, and updates straight to your inbox. It's a great way to stay connected and continue our journey together. Just head over to risingtidecoaching.org and enter your email to join our community. I look forward to sharing more with you.